Benjamin here, live at the Growing Edge. Our Sunday broadcast today, we're focusing on JOYRIDER, what it means to be a JOYRIDER, discover whether you're one or how to become one. And so before we get into that, I'd like to start with a little grounding meditation. So if you will, take a moment to close your outer eyes and take a few deep centering breaths, breathing in love and exhaling love. And simply become available to this moment as never before. Become open and awake and aware of this precious moment. There's never ever been one quite like this. You've never been quite like you are right now. And so, as you bring your awareness into the moment and you settle into yourself, just comfortable, relaxed, centered, available, allowing. And trust and know that you can close the door to the past, just for now, and close the door to the future, just for now. And bring your full awareness into yourself. And notice your mind and the thoughts that come and go. And be relaxed with your thoughts. Allow them to come across the sky of your mind like a cloud, drifting across gently, easily. And when we allow our thoughts to move in that way, we can see that they are transitory, fleeting. They come and they go. But we're so much more than our thinking, our thoughts, and our beliefs. We're so much more than our bodies. These physical earth suits that we reside in for the course of our lifetime. We're more than that. We're a body, we're a mind, and yet we're greater. We're more expansive. We do not exist in the confines of our mind or our body. Actually, our body and our mind exist within our soul, within an infinite realm of possibilities and potentialities that we have access to when we loosen up a bit, when we become relaxed and witness the comings and goings of thoughts and the comings and goings of the world and all the 10,000 million trillion things of the world. We are each a part of this grand, wonderful, quantum reality, this matrix, this experience we call life. And it's good to be here. It's good to be alive. It's good to be awake. It's good to be on the journey. So take a moment to feel gratitude for your past, all you've experienced, for who you are right now, and all of your blessings. And give thanks for what's to come. And in this place of gratitude and light and love, let us begin. And gently open the eyes and be here now. Very good. It's so good to just stop and simply surrender to the presence that is never an absence. And I think that's the keynote of a joyrider. A joyrider is someone that, and I've made this up, by the way, you won't find this in the dictionary. These are thoughts that I've had as I've experienced life on a joyride and this concept of being a joyrider. And so I thought sharing about this will maybe give you some ideas of how to organize your thoughts and your actions and your intentions so that you too can be more relaxed in your life and have more of a sense of joy and ease and flow, because that's what joyriders know. Joyriders know that it's more of an energy and a frequency that we emit once we've had an awakening, once we're on that awakening path. And typically this happens over some course of years as we put our spiritual, everything we've learned about waking up and staying awake and mastering our mind, and we've put that to practice for some time. There's this kind of track that you get on. And this track feels like ease and grace and flow. And that's what I'm calling the joyride. It doesn't necessarily mean that we're always in a happy place. It doesn't always mean that things are going just the way we want them to go. Being a conscious joyrider allows us to move through the ups and downs, highs and lows, the difficulties and challenges, the losses, the grief, and the great, great joys that we have with a sense of belonging, non-resistance, non-attachment, just allowing the flow to flow and the joyride to flow as we simply let go of our grasping and clinging to things, wanting things to be a particular way, and our pushing away of those things that we don't like. There's a sense of being more gentle with the opposites, the ups, the downs, the blacks, the whites, all of the things that we experience on the spectrum of our life, all of the paradoxes. We simply hold it all gently. And so as we experience a disappointment, we're not attached to it. It doesn't consume us. It doesn't overtake our thinking and lead us down the drain into self-loathing, blame, shame, guilt. But we stay even. We take the middle path, the middle road. And so joyriders naturally know that that's a set point. This middle way is a very familiar space that can be moved into even when things aren't going our way, things get uncertain, fears and doubts arise. There's this conscious shifting that occurs into this middle way, into the joyrider zone. And so I want to share a few things that joyriders know. And we can adopt these awarenesses and put them into practice so that we too can feel our flow, move through the challenges, embrace all the joys and the rich experiences that each of us have, each of us are able to have as we move through our lives. It's really about being mindful, being present, and being open. So joyriders know that joy can be found almost everywhere. You just have to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear. Because at first glance, things may not feel joyful. Things may be rushed or hurried or chaotic, but there's a kind of a relaxed state of mind and a opening of the inner eye that can see beyond the physical, and an opening of the inner ear that can hear beyond the audible, meaning the physical realm. Joyriders are tuned in to not only the physical but the non-physical, the space that holds everything, the consciousness behind physical matter and form. And so knowing this, joy can be found anywhere. And that's only if you're really willing to see it. Joyriders know that it's very important to stay open to oneness, to have the awareness that we're all in this together. That means that whatever we're experiencing somehow has an impact on everything and everyone around us. So when we have this awareness of oneness, number one, it feels like we've got support, that we're not all alone, that we're living a life that is connected to everything, that this awareness of oneness helps us to relax a bit. And also oneness lets us know that whatever we're thinking, whatever we're feeling, and whatever we're doing also impacts others. This kind of self-awareness helps us in our relationships, not only our relationships with other humans, but our relationship with our very life and with the activities that we choose to do, the work that we do, the service, the volunteerism. We remain connected and know that we have the ability to impact everything else. Why? Because we're all connected. We're all in this thing together. And that's the Joyrider energy. It's this gung-ho, moving forward. We're all in this thing together. And what I do as an individualized expression of the God life has an impact on everything else. And that sparks my responsibility, my ability to respond. Another thing that Joyriders know is that we're always in the right place at the right time. Our ego thinks that we might need to be somewhere else, experiencing something else, having more or less of something, but really a Joyrider knows that we're always right at the perfect place, right now, because the now's the only thing we ever experience, and we're always in the perfect now, experiencing exactly what we need for our soul's evolution and for our soul's opportunity to experience the joy and the bliss that occurs when we simply let go and allow life to reveal whatever's happening. It's for you. Whatever relationship you're in, challenging or harmonious, it's for you. Whatever activities you engage in, whether you enjoy them or not at the time, it's for you. It's for the evolution of your soul, the evolution of your body, the evolution of your thinking, the expansion of your consciousness. So Joyriders know that we're always in the right place at the right time, experiencing just the right thing for the revolution and the evolution, not only of our souls, but of humanity, because we're all in this thing together. Joyriders know, and this is good, I think about a Joyrider maybe riding their bike, I've done that before. That's where I had my first deep spiritual connection with being a joyrider, of taking life on a joyride through the vehicle of my body. I was riding a bike, feeling just elated to be alive. And when you're riding a bike, when you're driving a car, when you're in the driver's seat of your own life, you naturally take responsibility. You don't hit autopilot and let the bike ride itself or the car drive itself, although I guess science and technology is heading in that direction. But for now, we can use this example because we're responsible for the turns we take, for the speed that we're going, for our ability to look around and see what's going on. So we're responsible for our journey, for the direction we're going. And a good thing to know about being responsible and heading in a particular direction is that you already have an idea of where you're headed. What does that mean as far as joyriders are concerned? Who you want to be moving forward. That's where you're headed. You're always on the green growing edge of your own becoming, heading in a particular direction of becoming more and more you, your soulful self, your awakened self. So you take responsibility for that, and you make sure that you're thinking and you're acting in particular ways that align with who you're becoming. That's taking responsibility for your own experience. That's having the awareness that you're always in the driver's seat. Joyriders know that at the very core of their being, their true identity, listen, your true identity is love. So you, me, we as joyriders identify as love in action. That we are the way that God's love, divine love, agape love, unconditional love show up in the world. Do you hear that? You are the way that love shows up in the world. And so you are love in action. Joyriders know that. Wherever they go, they bring their love. Wherever they go, they are the hands of God loving, the heart of God loving, the mind of God thinking, the voice of God speaking. We show up as the presence of God's love through our words, through our thoughts, through our emotions, through our beliefs, through our actions. We are an extension of the one love. We are love in action. So joyriders know that it's a daring adventure, this thing called life. And joyriders dare to move out of their lane sometimes, move out of their comfort zone. That staying fixed, sometimes it's good when you're staying fixed in positive mindsets, when you're staying fixed with bringing your divine qualities into reality. But staying stuck, staying in doubt and fears and blame and victim consciousness can be very limiting. And so joyriders dare to move out of their comfort zone and move into infinite possibilities. What's possible for me? What if I committed to stretching a little bit more? What if I agreed to sort of go beyond my safety zone and give a bit more love to the relationships in my life, give a bit more attention to my surroundings, give a bit more, what? Fill in the blank. What is your soul calling you to stretch, to move beyond, to dare to go outside of the comfort zone that you've created for yourself and become a bit more vulnerable, a bit more available to new experiences? How about that? Just dare to go out this week and do something new. Stretch yourself, push yourself. Joyriders know this. This is how we roll. This is how we groove. Joyriders also know that a really good practice, just a general good way of being, is to see the good everywhere. And maybe you're in the dark night of the soul. Maybe you're driving through a dark canyon or deep middle of the night and you don't see the good. You can't see what's around you. Joyriders have the awareness that there's good in the dark, there's good in the light, there's good wherever we are, and have that mindset of being able to see it beyond what our physical world tells us. We start to see the good, and not only see it, but give our appreciation to the good. That means voicing our good, our encouragement to others, our praising people for who they are and what they've achieved and how they touch our hearts, and giving voice to our appreciation, our gratitude, and our thankfulness is a way that Joyrider's role is that we're grateful, we're thankful. I think the Dalai Lama said that. His religion is kindness and caring, loving kindness and gratitude and caring. And we feel that. We feel that when we're around awakened beings. There's this sense that we're seen, that we're appreciated. You get to be that too. You get to be the presence of love in action that says, I see you, I appreciate you, you mean something to me, you touch my heart, and I want you to know that you mean the world to me. And I'm so glad that we're together right now. And I feel that way. Even though I can't see you, I can imagine you as a beautiful essence of light and love and beauty. And so Joyriders know that. They see the good and they praise it. Joyriders ride on. They don't let the demons, the dark thoughts and doubts and fears creep in and halt us. We don't stop. We don't pitch a tent in the dark night of the soul. We don't linger and lurk in our negative thinking, our fears and our doubts. We ride on. We keep on moving. And it's in that momentum that we allow not our pain to be our driver, our motivating force, but we allow our vision, who we're becoming, what we want to experience, who we want to be. We let that vision of ourself, that vision of our future, to pull us forward on our joyride, to make sure that we stay focused on what's becoming, what's unfolding, our own evolution. And in this way, we keep on moving. We keep on keeping on. And we resist stopping and lingering in self-pity and self-doubt and self-importance and all of those things that keep us feeling closed in, keep us feeling narrow. We open up and we keep going, knowing that this too shall pass. It always does, doesn't it? That's the beautiful thing about the now and the ever-changing experience of this God life, this good life. And Joyriders know to simplify, to keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate things. Our minds can have a tendency to just have us thinking that we need to know more, we need to understand more. We don't. Sometimes we just need to simplify. We just need to trust ourselves. You, me, we have natural wisdom that's within us, an inner knowing that we can draw upon, that we can trust as we simplify. We stop trying to overcomplicate things and we relax and we just let that heavy baggage go and we just simplify. We let go, we release, and we simply rise up and move into the Joyrider zone. And the Joyrider zone is really a state of consciousness that I hope that these words, this download has supported you today in becoming more aware that you are a Joyrider. So namaste, peace and blessings to you. Please know that we've got practitioners that want to support you on your joyride. Just DM us, contact me here Allison Benjamin, or on YouTube at Satya Center, or however else you might find us, maybe our website, growingedgelive.com. So peace and blessings to you, and let us close with this blessing, that our life is a constant changing movement of God consciousness, that we simply move into that zone. We take that joyride of becoming and trust that everything is unfolding for us, that we have everything that is required to thrive in our very life, and that we are love in motion, love in action, love on a joyride. It's who we are, it's what we are, and it's where we're headed. And so it is. So thank you, peace and blessings to you, and if we can support you, just let us know. And thanks for your support, and I'll see you next time. Bye.